Mm-mm. Under the sea. Hey peeps, if you're watching this on catch up, there's no one in the room right now. I'm hoping some people turn up. But yeah, for the peeps on catch up, I'm just doing some editing. Like, if I sound weird, it's well because it's probably picking it up from the AirPods. But I'm editing, and I was like, hey, let's go live. So I'm going live to kind of like not kill the time, but you know, work at the same time. See if anyone's around. But yeah, even if no one turns up, it's something to do, isn't it? Right, to editing. I wonder if I can have some. Let's have some background music. That's what I want. Under the sea. If anyone's watching, I know there's a few people watching. I see you watching. Drop me a hi. Drop me a hi. Interact. I'm not doing a live Pomodoro study thing. Oh wait, because I no, if I play music on here, it will come through on my earpods, won't it? Oh, put some music in the background. Mhm. Hey Don, can you hear me okay? Fab, fab Don, thank you so much. Yeah, how you doing, buddy? I feel like I'm doing one of those like study with me live Pomodoro things. So I just sit here for 12 hours a day and just make money off doing not a lot. Look at this, I'm drinking caffeine. I never drink caffeine. Just fancied a Pepsi. I've been okay. I've been working a lot. Not as much as I perhaps would like, but the fitness industry is struggling. There's no other way to say it. It's on the struggle bus. But I'm thankful for the work that I do have, of course. But I've been okay. I mean, yeah, I've been a little bit stressed out with just life, but that's COVID for you. Ready for Christmas? Well, I don't know. I was due to go away over Christmas and New Year, abroad for a couple of weeks. It's all booked and everything, but yeah, this Omicron variant, I'm a little worried about because a lot of countries are closing off their borders, and Nicola Sturgeon in Scotland is putting pressure on Boris Johnson to put in an 8-day isolation period. Um, and that's not what I had uh, planned for, budgeted for on a return for 2 weeks because I mean, a 2 week holiday is great. And I'm really looking forward to it. But an 8-day isolation. If they, I don't think they'll push that through, but if they did, it's like, well, I suppose it's time to make videos, right? But it depends if, yeah, it just depends. I have to see what happens, really. It's all a bit up in the air at the moment, whereas last week it was like, yeah, let's go. Never a dull moment with COVID. How about yourself, Don? You all right? Well, yeah. I mean, it wouldn't be the. I don't know if it'd be the end of the world if I got stuck there because I'd be staying with some family, but um, it's just not ideal, of course, especially when you want to come back to work and home comforts and you don't want to outstay your welcome and stuff, of course. But um, yeah, there's just now a whole bunch of questions that I need to have answered, and I've got a few weeks. But honestly, it's like everything changes by the minute, so I think they'll have some more answers this week at some point. So, where are you based again, Don? Which country are you in? I want to say America, but I can't remember. Philadelphia. Ooh, lovely. Is the vaccination going well? The vaccination drive going well in America? I imagine there's quite a lot of anti-vaxxers. I mean, they existed well before COVID. I think in the UK we're up to it's slowed right down in the UK. We're on like we were doing really well. I think we're 80% adults vaccinated, and I think 67, 68% of the whole country because some teenagers and I think children are starting to get the vaccine now. Um, we have a small proportion of people that are like not having it, but they don't tend to be as crazy as the ones in America. Don't tend to be. I know a couple of people that are like getting a bit shouty about it, but generally people are taking the vaccine and the boosters. We've started the booster drive already. I'm just not eligible yet. I'm not old enough. Yeah, it always up being political in America, doesn't it? I mean, in most places it does. I can understand. I mean, in this particular one, I can understand their hesitancy because it's a new vaccine. I get it. And for most people, they're like, well, why would I take a new vaccine when if they catch COVID, the odds are, I mean, this is their argument, the odds are they'll survive it. Um, so I can understand their trepidation, but I'm also like, look, it's just science, guys. I trust scientists far more than I trust politicians. I could, those could be famous last words. I may come to uh, regret that. But yeah, I mean, I've taken both doses of the vaccination. I don't judge people for not taking them. It's not my style, but I don't know. I'm just like, it just seems like the logical thing to do. But I understand their hesitancy. I do. But there's plenty of companies that have all created vaccines. They're all fairly similar. Oh yeah, absolutely. This is one of those things where, if you get it, you can pass it on. That's the problem. My mum's okay, thank you. Thank you for asking. Yeah, she's just moved house with her partner, and the house is lovely. I went to visit. I think I put a couple of pictures up on my Instagram of their view, um, of like these rolling hills and reservoir and stuff. It was absolutely beautiful. Um, so yeah, she's all right. She's good. Been stressed out with this house. Like they bought this house like a year ago or something, and they they've been doing it up this entire time. They haven't been living in it. They were like, right, we're doing this massive reno, um, and yeah, yeah, it's been a bit crazy. I mean, it's been a huge. It's not. It's more than just, oh yeah, we're putting up wallpaper. They're like destroying walls. They're putting in extensions. They're adding this. They're adding that. They're taking this away. They're moving door frames. Like the whole thing has been just massive. And my mum's pretty much project managed the whole thing. So she's a trooper, that's for sure. Keeps her busy. What keeps me busy is work. And because I'm expanding, I don't know if you know, I'm expanding my PT business. I want to go online with it. I've had a guinea pig client for the past 6 months. I wanted to see if it would work, um, and he's seen great results. And he did have a online PT before me, um, a very high profile one, and he wasn't seeing the results he wanted. And he called me in and was like, "Look, can we do something like this, but where I'm actually going to see results?" And I was like, "Yeah, okay, let's give it a go." 6 months later, he's done amazingly. So I'm looking at taking that online. So Mum's been doing the house, and I've been looking at taking my business online so that I can PT anyone anywhere in the world at any time, um, which I think is much more exciting. I've always wanted to live more of a digital lifestyle, which hence me editing. I'm trying to get back into YouTube. I've done a couple of videos which I haven't uploaded yet. Well, like they're uploaded, I haven't released them. They're uploaded, the thumbnails done, everything, but I haven't released them yet. So I'm just trying to build up a little stockpile. I might release one today. I'll see how I feel. I also want to do there's a video. In fact, I'm not even going to reveal it, but there's a video that I've kind of done, but I want to upload, but it needs a little bit of work on it first. Hmm. How am I doing my place of your royal purple entry? I think it's called Mulberry Burst. Excellent with the online works. Always fun to watch your videos. Thank you. Yeah, I'm hoping to sort of do more videos. I have to admit, I am struggling a little bit with myself. Uh, I think I'm still in this headspace of like what I was doing before, and I know I won't get the same sort of reaction. I won't get the same sort of views, and I'm like, what do people want? Oh my god, I want to do this, but what do people want from me? And I know I just need to upload and just see what works, but um, yeah, I think I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself to get the online stuff done, and it's sort of making me internally panic, which is stupid because I want to do the work, but I'm just a bit worried about making sure the quality is good enough, and I don't know. I'm just a bit worried. What if it doesn't work? I don't know. How am I doing in my place though? It's okay. It's okay. So I've done this room with my mum. She came and visited a while ago. We painted this room and my bedroom because this was a spare bedroom slash clutter room. Um, yeah, it was an absolute mess. So I've turned it into an office instead of a spare bedroom. So I got rid of the bed and all that stuff. Um, so I've got like a chest of drawers over there with some stuff in it, which again could sort of be organized a little bit. Got my desk here. So it's like a nice little space. I feel like I need something on the walls, but at the moment, to be honest, I mean, I keep some of my lights in here, so it's a bit messy anyway. Um, but yeah, um, bedroom's coming on nicely though. I just put something up on Instagram about it yesterday, I think. Um, I went for a because in here was like a blue and grey with yellow. The yellow was unintended, but I've got yellow accents. Like my new computer is the yellow slash gold iMac. Yeah, I put my savings towards it because I my old one just wouldn't edit fast enough. So I've like bought this specifically to edit. That's what I'm doing now. Um, and yeah, my bedroom is like grey and white and pink. I wanted it to look like the Disneyland Paris Hotel. It's not come out exactly like that, but the inspiration is definitely there. But it's very soft. I just need a rug. I need something at the front bit. That my bedroom is like in two sections. There's like the dressing bit, and then there's the bed bit. Um, I just need a good rug, and I can't decide what kind of rug I want. And they're quite expensive as well. I'm like, I'm so cheap. Well, I've lived in this flat for like 6 years now, I think. So you'd think I would have got it by now. Yeah, I'm definitely not there. To be honest, decor, like home decor, is not my forte. And I think as well in the back of my mind, because I have moved house so many times, I think I'm up to 13, 12 or 13 times in my life that I sort of have this, and that's between the ages of 10 and 26, 25. Yeah, so I lived in one house until I was 10, and I've lived in one place since I was 26. So between that time, I've moved over 10 times. And so I think in the back of my mind, I'm like, well, I'm probably not going to be here long. So what's the point in decorating? What's the point in doing any of that? Because I'm probably just going to have to bugger off anyway. So um, yeah, I just haven't really ever done it. Um, so decor is not my strong suit at all. But one day, I mean, this is a lovely flat. Don't get me wrong, but this isn't where I envisage spending decades at all. So yeah, When I get the right house, I'll be like, yeah, let's make it look pretty. To be honest, I think any house now onwards will be like, let's make it look nice. But this one, it's fine. It's as I need it, and that's all. I was going to do up the lounge, but I'm like, it's going to take so much effort, and it's fine. Getting stuck in. Yeah, getting stuck in. Do you not have that? That's brilliant. What shows have you been watching then? What's the titles of them? There's one I really want to watch that is apparently really, really good. I haven't got around to it yet. Is a Stacey Solomon one on the BBC? That's supposed to be really, really good. Um, yeah, getting stuck in is getting stuck in. Uh, it's got a variety of uses, but I would say like, gosh, how do I explain it? It's like just going for it. You know what I mean? Like, let's say you're it's like a hoarding show, and like someone's lounge is like full of rubbish and bags, and it's messy, and you're just like, where do I even begin? If there's a few of us, we might just, even if it's one person, you might just say, you know what, let's just get stuck in and let's just start somewhere. So it's about just getting into it, just doing it, usually in some sort of creative or creation process. So yeah, things like you could even say it in meetings, like a sort of an idea creation. Um, yeah, hands on, get involved, just do it. A lot of time, I think people will get like they'll fanny about. They'll sort of be like, well, we could do it this way, and we could do it that way, and what about this way? And it's like, sod that. Let's just get stuck in, and let's just start. Um, so that's probably what they mean. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, getting stuck in is you just go for it. Sod it. Let's just get stuck in and let's just start somewhere. Um, and a snug or a box room. Yeah, I mean, they're not. I would say they're not the most common to hear. I would say I hear a snug more than a box room. I would say a snug is more like a cozy room, like a man cave. We don't really have basements in this country, so it would just be like a cozy room, I would guess. A snug. There was a pub near me when I used to live in Cambridge that was called the Snug. Used to go there. You Deserve This House. I don't know that one, but 60 Minute Makeover I've heard of. I don't think I watched that one. Um, yeah, I want to watch the Stacey Solomon one. The one that I did watch, I quite enjoyed was Marie Kondo. I watched that one, and I think there was another one that I watched. I can't remember it now. I sometimes watch some YouTubers. I found this amazing woman. I think, oh God, what's her name? Anna Katarina or something? Anna Karina. I think she's from Finland. She like cleans people's houses for YouTube. That's a brilliant series. She just loves mess. It's fun. Um, there was a couple of other people on YouTube that I've watched, but she stands out to me. I can't believe it's 4:30 though. Like it's so dark outside. It feels like, I mean, in my head, I was like, oh, I should probably get to the gym soon. I'm like, no, I'm at least 4 hours away. It's that ridiculous. Excuse me. I always wonder what people were getting stuck in. How do you get anything done if you are still? Language is funny. Yeah, getting stuck in. Yeah, it's nothing to do with being stood still, being like stuck. Um, I suppose it's like getting your hands stuck in. It's like just getting them in, and then just see what happens. It's more of a metaphorical concept than a literal one, but hey, that's sayings. The UK is full of them. I mean, I know America has some, but like the UK, we use idioms and phrases and stuff all the time. And the problem is as well, we cut them out. We love using, um, phrases like we'll say pot kettle black, which is shortened version of isn't that the pot calling the kettle black? We'll just say pot kettle black. And I mean, non-native English speakers, it's really hard to speak English, British English conversationally. It's really tough. And kudos for anyone who manages to get that because we are very like English is very accessible as a language, music and film and television and stuff. It's taught in a lot of schools. It's a global language. Um, to speak business English, yeah, it's very doable. Yeah, obviously it's hard work, but it's doable. But to speak conversational British, especially regional British, where like a bread roll can be called 50 different things: a cob, a barm cake, a bap. Like there's honestly there's so many of them. So for any non-native, even for native English speakers, understanding regional dialects is hard. Non-native ones, how you do it, I don't know. You're amazing. Dive in and get it moving. That's get it stuck in. Yeah, dive in, get it moving. I like that. That's a good one. Yeah, stuck in a queuing, which is essentially special. Yeah, we love standing in a line. We love it. Um, mm, yeah, we're really bad for it. If there's a queue, we'll just join it. So, like, supermarkets are a really, really good example of this. There could be like a few checkouts open where you go to pay for your goods, and there'll be a couple of people, and like there'll be maybe three or four, five people in those lines, and there'll be like one. You'll see this quite often. There'll be one to the corner by the end, and hi Ben, how you doing? There'll be like one in the corner by the end, and they'll have no one in it, like no queue, and people will just join the regular queue because they're like, oh, well, there must be a reason that no one's joining that queue. Um, so I'm not going to join it. I'm not going to look embarrassed by saying, "Are you open?" No, we're closed for training or something, and then they just feel like the whole room's going to laugh at them. Um, so yeah, you see that quite a lot. People just join the queue. Actually, at the moment, around the corner from me, there's a one-way system on the roads, the driving, and the two lanes, they run side by side, and one at the end of this long route, one goes left and the other can go straight on. So they totally split. And what happens is at the moment there's some roadworks and it makes the road merge together right at the end. And people queue all the way back, like all the way back, because they know that they're going to have to be in that lane anyway. So they just queue. And I'm like, but the left lane, because it's in the right one, the left lane is basically empty. Just drive down that one and then merge at the end, because merging makes so much more sense. It's so bad in that you go all the way back. It's a long one. It's a very long road. Where the two roads first merge as, so it's single, single, and they merge as a two, and then they sort of split off. People are joining the queue from before it even merges as a two road. So coming from the other direction, I have no choice. I could either merge immediately or do the logical thing, drive to the end of the road and merge at the end. And if everyone did that, it would cut it. It would just merge one, 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 one. But they don't. So yeah, the British are terrible for queuing. Like we do it, we love it, but sometimes it's like there is a faster way. As well, I think some people go in that lane because there's also another offshoot road which they aren't supposed to use, but they do use. So I think some people go off in that. But yeah, honestly, people. But I'm guilty of it. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm just going to join the queue. I don't want to fuss. I haven't done any shopping on Black Friday. I've done nothing. I have nothing I want to buy particularly. There's a new desk chair I want because I'm currently using an old um, dining room chair. There is one desk chair that I would like. I have my eye on it. I've had my eye on it for a while. I think it's too expensive. So I'm waiting for it to go down in price. There's one on there, well, there was, I might have a look later actually. There was one on the shelf and there was one display one. I think if they sell the one on the shelf, they might put the display one on sale. It's 70 quid. And I'm like, it's just a small tub chair. I just don't think it's worth it. I'd pay like 45 for it. But 70, I'm like, no, no, not from this store. No, it's from the range. It's like, yeah, if that was Next, I'd understand, but not the range. Cute chair though, very comfortable, and I want that. And it would go really well in this room. It's blue velvet. But yeah, so I might, but yeah, no, Black Friday, no. There's a couple of bits I do need to get. I nearly bought a Nintendo Switch. Still want one of those. But Tesco had this great offer, but they didn't have any of them in stock. Surprise, surprise. So didn't get that. But honestly, I need a couple of basic bits. I need like a USB-C to USB adapter. I'd like a desk mat. But that's about it. I don't remember. No, there's nothing else I particularly want. I would like a new TV for my lounge and then move my lounge TV into my bedroom because I don't really have one in the bedroom and it'd be nice to watch films in bed sometimes. But work has been a bit crazy at the moment. I'm like, you know what? Let's not worry about Black Friday right now. Cyber Monday, yeah. I mean, I do need some new gym wear. I might have a little look for some new gym stuff because obviously I'm a fitness instructor and a personal trainer, so I'm always needing it. So I don't need to justify it. And some of my stuff is old. I need to get rid of a lot of my fitness equipment, like all the fitness clothing. I've got t-shirts and stuff that I don't need anymore. I remember your fun video a few years back. You mentioned language differences. Yeah, I'll meet you later. So I'm not leaving my home. This is on fire. Basically, yeah. This is a good one because the thing is, we always have the best of intentions, but British people say, "Oh, you know what? We need to have a good catch up." Yeah. Well, you've got my number. We'll sort something out. Nothing ever happens when you say that. And I'm just as bad for it because I'm always intending to catch up with my friends, and then work always gets in the way, or life gets in the way. Something always gets in the way. We can never sync our diaries. So it's like, oh yeah, we do need to have a catch up. And it's like been 3 years, you know. We'll get there eventually. But yeah, language in the UK is very, very, very weirdly used. We're very good at subtle humor, subtle insults. A British person can insult you and you won't realize it for at least 2 weeks. Especially if you're American, you don't, no offense, but generally, from my experience, the Americans do not get the British subtlety. Like each word comes with its own very distinct meaning. Whereas, like, I know in America, I have so many American friends. I love America and Americans. I love you guys. Such a soft spot for you. But you're a lot more literal with your language, which is fine. Like, it's great, to be honest. You know, if you're angry, hell, you'll tell us about it. But with us, there's a difference between like, um, you know, like you'd sign off an email with kind regards. If someone's annoyed you, you just put it as regards. Um, you know, it's very subtle. As per my last email, that's when you know you've, because basically they're saying, I told you this, but you can't say, I told you this, because that's just rude. So you say, as per my last email, it's like sassy. So if you offer someone a cuppa, is it always tea or can it be coffee? I love the subtleties of language. Offer someone a cuppa, it's anything. Doesn't even have to be a hot drink. Hi Tom, how you doing? Um, yeah, so offering someone a cuppa, usually it's a cup of tea, a cup of coffee. Most people drink tea and coffee. But if someone says, "Hey, do you want to come around for a cuppa?" Like, yeah, okay, yeah, what do you want? Can I just have a glass of water? Yeah, fine. They're not going to be like, the hell, get out of my house. Um, yeah, it's just sort of more of a concept than anything else. Like, hey, do you want to sit down for a few minutes and have a chat? Fancy a cuppa? You know, someone's a bit like, no, do you want a cuppa? Yeah. It's more of a, yeah, tangible. So true with, right? Am I right, Tom? So true with regards. Kind regards, regards. Then when you get rid of them, no regards. Just Chris. Um, yeah. Um, there's loads of different things like that. Loads of them. Yeah, the way the English use language is because you could like, you know, things like thesauruses and synonyms where you've got different words meaning roughly the same thing, but in the UK they have vastly different meanings. So you could be like angry, but there could be miffed, peeved, cheesed off, um, frustrated. Like there's so many different ways to convey the same basic thing of angry, and yet each one has different levels of intensity, and subconsciously we know what they are. It's not even rain. Okay, like the Brits, you all know we talk about the weather all the time. You want to talk about rain? We have 100 different ways to describe rain, and we all understand the subtleties between them. It's chucking it down out there, biblical, steroids. Um, it's a wet rain. That's the best one. You know what? It's a light rain, but it's a wet rain. I love that one. You know, and I know if Tom's British, Tom will know exactly what I mean when he says it's a light rain, but it's a wet rain, where it's like a mist. It's like very light, but somehow you get soaked and you still need an umbrella. But other times it'll be light, but it doesn't get you as soaked. Um, yeah, backhanded meanings, absolutely. Absolutely. It's like Game of Thrones. Our life is like Game of Thrones. It's, you know, subtle, subtle. Like when we watch Game of Thrones in the UK, we're like, yeah, okay, this is just normal conversation. Like maybe a little bit more elaborate. Um, like the conversation between Tyrion and Varys talking about Shay's fish pie. Obviously, we from the get-go, we understand the entire subtlety of that whole scene. We get it. From the comments, I've seen a lot of Americans and a lot of other, obviously non-native English speakers, being like, "Oh, I didn't realize this meant that, and this was an anagram of this, or a euphemism for this." And I'm like, "Girl, come on." Even the little things like how Tyrion puts his whole hand on the door to stop Varys as a threat, and then Varys responds by stopping it with his one finger. That is also beautiful subtlety. Yeah, wet rain. It's a wet rain. You know what I mean? And everyone's like, "Yeah, it's a wet rain." Everyone gets it. Everyone gets it. I'm still editing. If I suddenly go quiet, it's because I'm still editing in between responding to you guys. It's about. Do you want to? Do you want to know what it's about? Spoiler alert! It's about turning your lunch. I'm going to save you money on how you get your lunch, and I'm going to get you a 5-star holiday out of it. And I've got the numbers to prove it. And you don't have to change anything other than you have to do it yourself. But I show you exactly where and how to do it. And yeah. So if a friend asks you for your opinion on something, do you honestly let them know, or you kind of say nothing really? Depends on the person. And the answer that you want depends on the person you go to with the opinion. So if you're someone that will always kind of pander to a friend, and they know that if you go to them, you're going to hear what you want to hear, you'll go to that person subconsciously. If you have a friend who will tell you as it is, and you want to be told as it is, you'll go to that person. I'm that person. Like, I'll just tell you. I'll be diplomatic about it. I'm not just like this. I'll weigh up both sides. I'll present you both sides, but like, I'm not going to tell you what you need to do. Excuse me. I'm not going to tell you what you need to do. I'm going to tell you unless it's serious. But I'm like, well, you could do this. You could do this. I would say do this one, but you could also do this one. Unless, of course, you see your friend in a lot of pain and anger or whatever, and you know that they need to hear what they need to hear. But generally, I'm the kind of person you come to, and I'm like, I'll just tell you. I don't have time, like, to be playing around and blah blah blah. I'm just like, look, it could be this, it could be this. I'm giving you options, and then you make your decision. As my mum said to me, and she still does, you're old enough and ugly enough to do it yourself. So I'm like, okay. My watch keeps telling me, check your rings. And I'm like, honey, social revolution if I could. Also, side note, while I've got a couple of you here, what kind of videos would you want to see from me? Like, I'm going on this sort of health, lifestyle, wellness, fitness kind of vibe, but I'm sort of struggling. I'm not 100% sure if it's the right way of doing it or the right idea. Um, Let me know what kind of thing you'd want to see, because I'm moving away from obviously what I used to do. I just don't know if it's got enough scope. I think fitness has more scope, and I do it as a day job, so I've got access. I'm qualified. It just seems to make more sense. I know where I'd like to be. Like, I know where I'd like to be on YouTube, and like what kind of thing I'd want to do. I just don't really know how to get from A to, you know, the letter L, for example, rather than A to Z. I don't really see the smaller steps to get to the larger steps. Give me a ring. I'd love to catch up. Don't ever call or drop round. Never drop round unless you're absolutely sure that they are welcoming. My parents are really good for that. They would just turn up. They'd be like, "Hey, we've got like an hour to kill. Let's go pop into so and so. We're around the corner." We just knock on the door. We just like walk in. Yeah, I'm a little bit like that. Not that much, but my parents are really like when my dad is around. Yeah, they're much. Yeah, we'll just pop in. Yeah, it'll be fine. Who cares if it's a mess? Like, just go. I quite like the lifestyle myself, but the fitness ones have been quite useful too. Oh yeah, Ben, which ones have you been doing? Darn, I'm still using your meditation video very calming. Oh, brilliant. Which meditation one is that? Is that the one from ages ago or the recent one that I did? Um, yeah, I like doing meditation. I like doing yoga. But I teach everything. I mean, I have a qualification in everything. I teach cycle classes. I teach yoga. I teach, well, technically it's a stretch. I'm not yoga trained, but I am stretch trained and I've done body balance. So you put the two together, and you're basically there. I can do strength and conditioning, legs, bones, and tons. I can do a total body workout. I can teach aqua. I can teach mixed martial arts circuits. I can teach cycling. I think I've said that. I can teach, oh my God, what else do I teach? Ballet fitness, dance aerobics. What else have I done? You name it, I can teach it. In a gym, I can teach it. The recent short meditation. Oh, nice one. I'm glad you're still liking that one. I do miss the other ones because it's absolutely fine to not keep doing it. Though it could be nice seeing this close reviews. Like, yeah, yeah, I think the original idea of it got out of hand a little bit. Um, a little bit. Hey, Nouveau Cos, how are you doing? Um, yeah, so I just don't know if I want to just fill up my YouTube with like workouts or something a bit more like lifestyle. I've got loads of ideas. I've got a page of notes and stuff. I was like, 5 ways to get ready for bed. Um, what is meditation? I think a lot of people think meditation is like you've got to sit there and chant Om for like 2 hours a day, and it doesn't have to be. Um, Lately, it's been more for bum and hours, but that was good. Thank you, Ben. I'm glad you're enjoying them. I don't know what sort of how much market there is for it, but I do want to do that as well. I'm sort of a bit limited on space. That's my big problem. I'm a bit limited on space. So yeah, because I'm quite tall and yeah, my lounge isn't huge. So I would prefer filming in like a gym environment. I'm not really sure I want to start. I don't know if my gym would let me. I'm not sure, and I don't know if I want to open that bag just yet. I might speak to them in New Year. We'll see. Um, but yeah, you're right. You're right, New Velikos. You're absolutely right. There's enough people. There's enough market. I think I need to sort of relax a little bit about it. Um, I often overthink it a little bit too much, and I feel like I come across as way too serious sometimes when I'm trying to have fun. Um, but I think in recent times, I have become a lot more chill. I'm a lot more chill since I discovered yoga and meditation. I know it sounds really cliche, but yeah, I'm much more like centered and middle of the road and stuff than I ever used to be. I sometimes struggle to get excited about things. I know that's really sad, um, but I try not to too much. I try and be a bit more steady. Maybe ways to get better sleep. Once I work it out, look at this. It's like this isn't bags under my eyes. This is luggage. Like if I went on a flight, I'd have to pay extra for this. Um, Sleep hygiene is lifestyle topics, hair care, cologne, yoga, stretching. Yeah, I was thinking of like skincare, lifestyle outfits of the day, um, hair care. I don't really do much for my hair, but you know, yeah, those very early videos we discussed. Sometimes not wearing it at all is very useful. I like that for clothes. Yeah, I mean, I was considering doing like active wear because I'm not against um, doing yoga in like activewear and stuff, or you know, reviewing activewear. Um, I just don't know how much of a market there is for it, but yeah, originally when I was doing that, then uh, it was more about the product because I wouldn't model it, and then because I was also like battling my own body confidence issues, I was like not wanting to do it, and I thought actually I feel comfortable enough to give it a go, so I started modeling them, and then it's sort of that's when the channel really started to take off. But then I realized that it was going in the wrong direction. Um, that people weren't watching me for the reviews anymore, and I was like, huh, that's not what I set out to do. So I took a step back. Um, mm, but yeah, yeah, not too sure at all. You've grown quite a bit over the years. Thank you. Yeah, I definitely have. I mean, since I last did YouTube actively, because I've been here and there back and forth, but I'm really trying to get back into it. Like it's like my goal is to get back properly into YouTube. Um, I haven't, yeah, I have grown a lot because the last time I was posting very regularly, I was working for someone else. Like I was an employee of a gym, just on reception. And now I've been self-employed for 4 years. I've got a plethora of qualifications under my belt. I've been really busy in these 4 years, um, apart from COVID, of course. And I'm sort of like, right, I am a totally different person. How am I going to express this on YouTube? No idea. I know I just need to post and see what works and get used to it again, but it's tough getting back into something when you know that I used to create videos and have them get thousands of hits, and one of them had 500,000 hits, and I'm like, can I make lightning strike twice? It's worrying. Your meditation and yoga videos are brilliant, I dare say. Thank you so much, Ben. I really appreciate that. Um, I've had really good response from the members at my gym for my yoga and my meditation. I've had a lot of people ask me to record a meditation for them, and they really like yeah, they really like the yoga because we lost. We used to do a thing called body balance. If you've ever heard of body balance, I used to teach that, and we dropped that after COVID when we came back, and a lot of people were missing it. So I started doing something similar, inspired by it. Um, in fact, it's one of the ones. Have you done my 45-minute fitness yoga on my channel, or have you done my 20-minute stretch yoga? Those are what I created for my club, and they've been really popular. They've been really popular. I loved your modeling videos and the person who talked in the background, John. It's make you converse. Yeah, good old John. No, John, put that down. No, John, put it down. Put it down. No, I'm saving it for later. So, it always made me. Yeah, it just was funny. I started watching the channel and there was a drag race content. It wasn't at all about the thirst aspect. When I saw some new content, I was like, okay, well, we'll go with that. Yeah, that was the problem. It became like thirst trappy, and I didn't want that. I didn't want that, and I caught myself clickbaiting, and I was like, I don't want to do that either. I always wanted a voice. The whole reason that the channel was called Chris Says It was that it was supposed to be about my voice. I was supposed to be saying stuff, and I was supposed to be like putting my thoughts out there into the world. And the fact that half my videos had no talking in it at all was suddenly like a realization. It was a wake up call for me that what I'm advertising is Chris Says It, and what I'm providing is totally different. What I wanted to do with my channel is just totally different, other than the Kiki when I was doing drag race reviews, and they were really popular, really, really popular. And then I started to get really annoyed with Drag Race. I still am. I watch it, but it's like I don't watch it immediately. Um, yeah, I don't know. It was the whole production thing just really got to me, and I'm like, I just want to watch like a TV show. So I stopped reviewing it. I considered coming back for the UK one, but I was like, no, it's going to be the same old thing anyway. It also must be pretty tough to get a lot of comments asking when. Yeah, I do get. I get quite a few, not as many as I used to. Um, But I think because I've changed name, a lot of people are like, they don't necessarily put two and two together. Um, but um, it was easy views. I can't deny that. It was easy views. And like that whole niche has gotten quite big on YouTube now, I think. I think I was one of the first ones to do it like properly. Um, and I've still got friends that do that, like it's just Mikey. He still does them. We're still in contact. He's a great guy. We want to do a collab on something soon. I would love to collab with him. Mikey, if you're watching, collab with me. But we still message on Instagram and stuff. But yeah, just it's I'm in a different place right now. So yeah, I just don't really see that working for me. I still would like my own underwear brand because the reason I got into that reviewing them was because I wanted my own underwear line. Um, I had this whole idea. I have drawings. I have boxes full of prototypes that never saw the light of day because it just as it was starting to take off. Like I was doing deals with like, do you remember Sucru? I think I was one of the first people to review Sucru, and they're like a huge company now. And like, good job to Kingsley because he has worked his butt off to make that company big. Um, that I think there was an opportunity for me to kind of, with some of these companies, go along for the ride. And because I was getting sponsorship from like Gus on Model, I was doing work with Sucru, I modeled with them. Aussie Bum got in contact with me. This was the crazy one. I don't think I ever said. Aussie Bum contacted me to work with them, and this is so bad. I thought it was a scam. So I didn't respond for like a week, and then because the email address wasn't at Aussie Bum, it was from some other company, and I was like, no, this has to be a scam. And about a week later, I messaged the original company at Aussie Bum and was like, is this legit? Because it's not come from your thing, it's come from this other company. What I didn't know was Aussie Bum had expanded into a side company and they were messaging me from the side company, not the Aussie Bum company. And I think it was the CEO messaged me back. It's like, yeah, like that was us. But unfortunately, like we're moving a different direction. That project, you didn't get back to us. And I'm like, I screwed up. I screwed up big time. But it looked, I didn't know, I didn't recognize the company name at all. So yeah, I could have worked with Aussie Bum. So there was a chance for me to kind of build my own underwear line, I think, down the road or do some sort of collaboration. Um, but then by that point, I was like, I wasn't earning any money from YouTube anymore. I was earning quite a lot. And then the adpocalypse happened and I lost all my money. I lost all my ad revenue. I wasn't getting that much sponsorship deal wise. I wasn't getting any sponsorship at all. It was all just reviews for free. And it was becoming unsustainable. That's why I moved into fitness. And then I began a fitness instruction. It was like, oh, okay, this is the new direction. So that's how that whole thing came about. Quality versus quality, Chris. You can do quality work, always can depend on you. Yeah. Good quality. That's what I need. It's just like, how often do I post? How much? What do people want to see? There's no point me doing, half a day's work on a legs, arms, tons class if no one's going to do it or watch it. So I'm just sort of trying to work out what people want to see, and then I'm just like, but lifestyle could be good. The 20-minute stretch one is very good. I like the 20-minute stretch. Oh, that's good. So people like the 20-minute ones. 45 may be a bit too much then. The 20-minute stretch is actually half of a class I teach at the gym. So I used to teach a class, not anymore, unfortunately, called Simply Stretch. And that was the first half. The second half would be yin yoga. Um, and then we'd finish with meditation. So I took the first half and uploaded it to YouTube. Um, yeah, yeah. So that used to be what I taught. So yeah, I take the music and I choreograph it all myself. So thank you I'm glad you enjoy it. That is what I do for work. I do like the short and sweet instructional videos. Time is at a premium. Yeah, that's why I did Fit in a Minute. You got I just explain everything in 60 seconds to get a great workout. I want to do a bit more of that actually. You did it with class for sure. Do you keep in touch with the plant man? I do keep in touch with the plant man. Yeah, he's doing really well for himself. Michael Perry. Um, he's brilliant. He's winning awards left, right, and centre. And I said to him years ago, because I've known him for since longer than I've lived in this flat. So I've known him for like over 6 years. I said to him all that time ago, I was like, "You're going to be the next Alan Titchmarsh. You're going to be the next big plant TV guy," and he is. He is absolutely. I'm just waiting for him to get his own TV show with the BBC or ITV or something, because he does a lot of work with ITV. He has a hugely successful podcast now. He's an absolutely brilliant guy. Obviously, I don't get to see him very much at all. I haven't seen him in years now, but we keep in contact. But he's doing so well, and I just hope that I can replicate some of his success and go a bit, maybe even a little bit further, dare I say. But he's still got so far to go on his journey. Like, he is absolutely going to be a household name, and I'm so excited for him because he's damn well earned it. He's got a great niche, he's got a great idea, he's got a great outlook, and I love how he approaches. I take a lot of inspiration from him actually. I don't think he knows, but I do get inspired by a lot of what he does. Need Chris Thomas underwear now. Yeah. Well, I mean, what I would love to do. Hi, Alan. How you doing? What I would love to do with YouTube is I would like to sort of do to fitness what Jeffree Star did to makeup. I don't use makeup, but I like watching Jeffree Star's makeup release videos. I think they're really good. And I'm like, I would love to do releases of products like shower gels and activewear, Chris Thomas vests and running tights, and yeah, underwear could be a part of that. Swimming stuff, sweat towels, body sprays, deodorants, like maybe vitamins, protein powders, like just stuff like that. Water bottles. I would love to do it where they're like different colors or different themes every 4 to 5 months or something. That'd be so much fun. I would love to. I just don't know how to get from here to there. But yeah, Christmas is coming, dear me. Nouveau Cosme is going to do funny for the joke, but also funny, witty, charismatic. Oh, thank you so much. You can go in a lot of different directions, still be successful. Well, I hope I can be successful. I just need to like get out of my head and somehow work out and understand social media, because I don't understand how people can get like 50,000 followers on Instagram. If I could get to that point, I think I could have a bit more momentum with like YouTube and stuff. And obviously build up my subscriber base again on YouTube. And I know I just have to like upload. But yeah, I don't understand how people can get to like 50,000. I don't know. I just don't know. I want to know. If you know, tell me now. Like, tell me. I want to know. Sometimes it isn't just figuring out what people already want to see, but rather figuring out how to get people to want what you want to offer. Yeah, well, that's marketing. That's marketing, Nouveau Lacoste. You're absolutely right. On a Nouveau Lacoste. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I was thinking that earlier. I was like, I just have to get people to look at my videos, have to get people to watch my videos and hope they like me. And then we can go from there. Alan, anything that makes me sweat is great. The longer vids still exhaust me, that's a good thing. Good. Yeah, I just sometimes think that the longer videos sort of put some people off, but it's what I know. I teach 45-minute classes. I used to teach hour-long classes.